Welcome everyone on this new next session about this Power BI complete course where I have started this course with the basic points and we will go through step by step for all the topics related to the Power BI. Now, what we are going to see today is about data model, not data model, but the data preparation. So, in the previous session, we have seen basic understanding of this data, how query editor we can open, how we can see basic operations like changing the data type, then adding columns or removing duplicates, that kind of things which we have done. Further, we are going to see more topics related to this uh, Power Query Editor only. So for that, open the Power BI desktop and just go to the transform data. You can open the previous file which we have created. You must have saved it with some different name. So just open that project only so that you will have these queries which are there. Okay. So now these are the things which we are going to have right now in this. There are different queries as we have already seen. Means yesterday we have removed some of the errors, removed some of the duplicates value, that kind of things which we have done. Now what we are going to do is we are going to see the two things which we can do as keep rows or uh, remove rows. Means there are two options which are available, which is here keep rows or remove rows. Now what happens sometimes, which we wanted to what we wanted to do is we wanted to remove some of the rows or some of the things which we don't need exactly in the data while preparing the data. So that time which we can use this keep rows or some of the things which we need to remove. So there are things which we can say keep top rows. Suppose we just wanted to keep some top rows, like for that we can just click on this keep top rows. So how many rows which we wanted to do? So let's say means we just wanted to keep 10 number of rows. We can just use this keep 10 number of rows and just click on OK. So once we click on this, then you can see that it just keep have like 10 rows. So this is what we can do. I'm just removing the steps because I just wanted to not, I just don't want to change the data. So this is keep bottom rows. Similar to what we are doing is from top 10, bottom 10 or any number bottom from bottom, it can do keep range of rows. So range of rows is another thing. Means first row, uh, what is the first row which we wanted to do? Like, let's say means we wanted to keep a row from fifth. So from fifth we wanted to, suppose we wanted to just keep this uh, like from fifth rows to let's say 9. So number of rows, let's say means another 4 numbers. So from fifth to 4 we can keep. So just click on OK. So now you can see this 4 rows has been just keep. So this way also we can do this. So this is the range of rows. So it depends upon the requirement how we wanted to do it. Now there is another thing which is keep duplicates. So sometimes it is required to keep the duplicates because sometimes the data is like that. We wanted to have the data duplicate data as well. So we can mention that we don't want to remove the duplicates. We can just keep duplicates. So that options as well we can do. Keep errors as well. So sometimes basically for some business reasons we wanted to show the errors to the people or to the business users as well. So that time we can use this keep errors and then maybe that can be later used in the visual. So that is also possible. We can keep the errors. So this is also possible with this function. The next is remove rows. So similar to what we are doing keep rows, we can do the remove top rows, remove bottom rows, remove alternate rows. So these are the things which we can do. There is alternate range. Means this is it's not a range. So in keep rows we had the third option keep range of rows. Here we have remove alternate rows. So now when we say alternate rows, from where we need to start. So let's say means we wanted to start from the fourth row. How many rows to remove? I just wanted to remove 2 rows. So fourth row will be removed. After that, means 8 I will also remove, and how to number of rows to keep. So let's say I just want to keep one row. So just click on this. You can see this has been changed. Now if I go to the first step, you can see fourth row is 7, that is has been removed. 7th and 8, 7th and 8 has been removed, and it has been, means it is showing as 12, 13. So 12, and then we have kept one row, so that is 15. So that kind of things which we can do. And as we have started from fourth, the first three are there already. So first three are already there. Then it has removed fourth and fifth as two, and then it has skipped one row, and then again it has started the alternate. It is alternate, so that's why it has removed the other as well. Next set. So this is what we can do with the remove rows. Then remove duplicates. If you wanted to remove the duplicates, we can do that. Remove blank rows. Suppose there are some blank rows, that is also we can do. We can remove some rows from here as well. So this is one function which is we can do now. So this is basically whenever you say reduce rows, we wanted to do it, use these two features, keep rows and remove rows. Now, adding a column is also possible with these features. Like let's say, means in customer or somewhere we wanted to add a column. So there are two options where we can add column. So here in this add column, we can click on custom column. Here we can add a custom column here. And for that, let's say, means I wanted to add one column. So let's say, means I am just going to add one column, and here I can just mention that I just wanted to use concat function. Let's say not this one. Customer key and customer is the one which we wanted to do is mean just combining two columns I wanted to do is, and we can say customer key, customer and key, like this. When we click on this, you can see this combination. Now right now this is showing error because what we are doing, we are adding two number columns which are customer key and customer, because this is a number format, and this is customer, yeah, customer is a text. So that's why it is showing error, because it cannot add these two numbers. So instead what we can do, we can just go to this formula, and instead of, we can combine this. Means this is just a sorry, this is for combination. I think this will work like this. So not sure why it is not working. So we cannot apply the operator plus two types, number and text. Okay, let me do some more changes here. I think it should work like this. I just wanted to combine these two fields, but still it is not working. Alright, so we do have string. Okay, so let's take another examples. Instead of key, we will take this one and this one. So bill to customer, and we'll just mention as ampersand, so that this will should work actually. So because it is just a, so now you can see. So now you can see this customer and bill to customer has been combined. So like this. So you can see here. So this is what
Can you
it
please
has
do
been.
it? Can you please show it again? I'm getting problem from
Yeah,
start.
here,
Like
yeah, here you can do it. So we can add. So what I did, actually, I just cancel it. Let me delete this now. Remove. So what I did, I just go on to this add column, and I said custom column.
okay,
Okay, so in custom column, so I have given some name. So customer details, let's say, and here I am just adding this customer plus ampersand. So just concatenating. So the two columns we are combining. So we are giving a bill to customer here. So these two columns will be combined, column values actually. So I can add some space here as well, or just this space and then this one. So if you wanted to see the syntax is working or not, you can see that no syntax error has been detected. If there are any errors, then it will show up here like, so suppose I'm adding like this, so it will show some error. So that we can check on here, and then it will show what's error, or it will be red highlighted. So this way we can do that. And once we click on this, now you can see this way this has been correctly applied. Now let me do this another column actually. I am adding this primary contact. So now this is the customer details. So with the customer name. So this way we can do it. So is it you can you do it? Means is it possible for you to validate it and
yes, yes, yes.
complete it? Okay. Okay, so this is how we can do this combination. Now there is another thing which is we have um, so if I just click on here, which is column from examples, we do have these options, column from all columns or from selection. So if you just select from selection, then we get in another column which is directly showing up here, and we can add some values here. Yes. So this is something which is we can do it, and we can add some values which is here. So suppose I wanted to add, let's say, means twice. So this is something which is added it, and now I'm just doing it. Okay. So now what you can do, everything with the which is starting with tail spins twice, it is going to add it. So it's like copying the data from one row to other, similar way how we can do in Excel. So that way we can do it. We can find some particular pattern, and then we can just copy that particular pattern and display that here. Okay, so this is one feature we can do this. Okay, so I'm just doing this, and okay, so now this is how it is. Now the next topic which is I wanted to cover is about pivoting and unpivoting. So before pivoting and unpivoting, so suppose you if you can see these targets for 2020, targets for 2020 here, we can see there are a few of the data which is like this. So it's not basically data. So and its column headers are also not properly, like it is column 2, column 3, column 4. So it's basically this Excel, whatever the CSV file which we have connected, does not have the data in a proper format. So we need to remove this. So we can either do this remove two rows. So we do have this function which is here. Here here we can remove first two rows. So like just we can mention as select remove top rows, and we can just click on 2 because this is not required. So just click on say as number first two rows we wanted to remove, just remove it. Now you can see this particular row is having month names. So this is particularly not a value actually, but it is a column header. So we wanted to move these headers to the like this value to the header, column header. So for that, what we can do, we can just use this use first row as a headers. So whatever the values which are there, so we will mention as use first row as header. Just select this option. Now you can see buying group, and then we do have month wise data. Now this data is showing month wise in every column. So for each month there is a separate column. Now this happens like this, but this is a unpure pivoted data actually. So we wanted to make this unpure. So what we can do, uh, basically the data should be like that, only two columns, one is month and then its value. So for that we can select these columns, all these columns, and you can keep this year target as a separate column, but all the months we can select January to December. And in this transform menu, there is pivoting and unpivoting. So just click on this unpivot. So there is an option unpivot columns, unpivot other columns. So whatever selected will be unpivoted if you select unpivot. Unpivot others means instead of selected, it will unpivot, or unpivot only selected columns. So the first and second will first and third will perform the same operation. So we can either select unpivot columns or unpivot only selected columns. So just click on unpivot columns. Now when we do this, you can see it's all has been pivoted, unpivoted with the months. Now you can see buying group is multiple times here, but for each like let's say for tails spin toys, we have January to December data and its values. So that is how we can do this. We can use a name to this column. So we can mention as month, and this is values. So we can also rename this as well, like maybe sales revenue or something like this. And this is the year target. So we can actually just move this to this side so that it will look good. Now we have this particular buying group column, this month, and then sales revenue and target. So this is how we can do unpivoting. Now if you wanted to pivot it as well, we can just select this particular and this particular column, and just we can select as pivot column. And then it will ask this is the column values column we need to select, and it will do the things which we have done earlier. So it's showing the way it was. So right now just remove this and just keep this as unpivoted only, because this is what we are going to use it. Okay, so I hope you have completed this step up till this unpivoting.
Yes, I am doing.
Okay, okay, yeah, just let me know once you are done so that I will proceed
Yeah.
further.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay, so now we are done with this. Now we have seen how we can move the columns from here to here. We can just uh, click and drag the particular column, or we can just use this move left right to the beginning to the end. There are other fields which is like if wanted to fill up down like that kind of things we can do. We can see we already saw how to replace values yesterday, and detecting data
Yes.
type, change the data type. So these are the things which we can do. There are a statistic minimum, maximum, average also we can use, and we can create that kind of columns here. There are some
So
standard.
maximum work we can do in query editor.
Yeah, this is what we can do it here as well. Means
Yeah, maximum work like finalizing the data
yeah,
and clearing the data. This is the most important task, I
yeah,
feel.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, all these things we can do. There are many things. Add columns we have seen, format. Then we can extract particular data as well. Suppose if there are some fields which we wanted to like extract, like first characters, last character, first five characters we just wanted to extract, that we can use, or extract a few. I mean by specifying, suppose first five characters. So five length we can specify and give particular range. Also we can give text before delimiter. Suppose there are some delimiter like comma or bracket or some other. So that we can do text after delimiter, text between delimiters. So that kind of extraction also we can do it here. So we don't have anything here, but let's try to do something extracting as well. So here, so this column is like this. So we can use this feature as extract, and we can say let's try let's extract some data between the brackets. So we do have start delimiter this one and end delimiter. So between the bracket, whatever the text that we wanted to extract. So that is what. So this should give the head office. So let's do it and click on OK. Now, so here you can say text between delimiters. So this is column header we can change, but here you can see this has been changed, and whatever the values between this bracket, that has been extracted and it has been added in this column. So this is how we can do it. So this is extract, and then we do have extract. We can do all this kind of things. Then we have seen this. So yeah. Okay, so there are few other things, append queries and merge queries, so that we will see in the next session. Basically, and creating date columns. So this is what we can do is we do have this yeah, yeah, merge queries and append queries. So this we are going to see which columns and which queries we can merge and append. So that we will see, and we will add it in the next session. So that we are going to see in the next session. Do you have any questions on this?
No, no, right now, no question at all. I have one doubt I already asked in between the session.
Yes, yes, yeah. Okay, so I think we are done with this session. I think we will see more few steps related to the data preparation in the next session, and then we will start a data model. I just wanted to take it a bit slow, considering the different topics. So I hope this is going smoothly.
Exactly.
So